AG?
I truly doubt so. Today is a day where at KWC, many people will fall multiple times. It's not about how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. And we want them to rise above.
Rise above. Nothing is granted. Everything is earned for the side of both these two teams. If they want a shot at the title of KWC2025 champions, they gotta prove it with whatever they have. AGAL versus TT Global.
And we're going to go into Game 2 Grand Finals. AGAL struck first. Going into this one, it's got to be key. TT Global does not want to lose this game and be behind at 0-2 at this stage.
In fact, based on the draft, I think TT Global, they have a slight advantage because Ganemo is a very expensive mid laner, right? We don't need exactly too much equipment on the side of Shi. That's going to be played by Crane. He just needs to land the catches. That's all that is required.
That is all that is required. He will utilize that resource, and we have to see the resource distribution coming in from the side of AGAL. That is their strong suit coming into the series.
Curiously, they don't actually go for the initial pressure in the mid lane. They're looking for pressure on the bot side. So a very stock standard gameplay. No invasions by either side.
Interestingly enough, they went for the 2v2 towards the bottom side. They are looking to secure this fire beak here as a 3v3 towards the bot side is the main objective of this fire beak.
And timing is very important, right? So right away, both junglers understand why do they not invade? Because if you lose the invade, you give a kill. The instant snowball on the other side is monstrous.
And KPL teams, you know for a fact that if you give them a hole, they're gonna be punching it, tearing it apart, and making sure that they leverage the most benefit out of it.
Yes, digging your grave, but that is a hallmark trait of all KPL teams, regardless of their power rankings. Now, in this game, so far, AGAL, they have gotten a small win in terms of camp objectives. There are 5 different parts of the map you can win in advantage, and this is one of them, the Space Sprite.
The Space Sprite. Look at how many members are rotating towards the top side here. If you look at the map, there seems to be more commitment.
Here's the mirror domain. He finds Ching. He's actually trying to just get to safety. He's at about half life. But now here comes the reinforcement. Sunrise looking to go on to Joey. Joey actually just dodging it throughout. And Joey with that first ram. And it's going to be a disengage here.
And look at the bottom side right now. While this is happening right now, Snowy is getting punished for being in a 2v1 situation. Yes, TT Global, you secure the Space Sprite, the River Sprite, but Snowy, this late game potential that you have is getting pressured so hard.
Okay, let me explain to the new players what just happened at the top side of the map. What both TT Global and AGAL were trying to do was not to actually win the fight. It's to force out your common spells, force out your ultimates, force out the flashes as well. And then they really want to fight because you're in a horrible position.
Exactly, and when you expand the common spell, it's a very long duration here. Look at bottom side.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to give up first blood, but we traded away. So it's a 1-for-1, but still, with first blood here.
It's a big advantage for the side of Inoa, right? Because he gave away that kill, but at this point, he took that first blood. Even though he gave his life after that, Snowy did not benefit from the EXP game.
Oh, look at that wall. It connected right onto Snowy. And yes, he trades his life away, but he's going to take that any day of the week.
Exactly. You even lose out the minions here coming in from Snowy here. And Ching, good reaction time, knowing for the fact that Swai and team is coming in from AGAL.
But he burned his flash. Ching now in a horrible and uncomfortable situation. At the same time, Joy has been spotted out by Swai. Numbers advantage on the side of AG, now evened out by the presence of Crane.
Ooh, look at the map state right now. That's why we talked about this. Objective is the key. It's the essence of the early game here. Hence why there's so many players coming in from both teams at the Clash lane.
Yes, so a lot of players, I know you guys are new, you're in the chat, we're reading the comments as well. How are KPL teams actually getting gold even though they're losing fights and whatnot? It's really those minor objectives, those small camps, the boars, the horntail beasts, and even the sprites. These are all the little things that you might not notice on screen, but that's exactly what both teams are fighting for.
Exactly, and that's how you build a goalie here. It's not by these major team fights. Yes, that's a way, but look at Ching.
Control. Here's with the set sail. The connection is on point with those blades, and Sheng will get that kill.
Rinse and repeat. Sheng this time gets that. He doesn't even have to commit his ultimate, and this puts Ino at risk.
In at risk right now, but that Tremor Smash right on top, but they're under the tower. You know what we find? Ron teleported in.
The damage calculation here coming in from Yino is just picture perfect here. AGAL coming in clutch, making sure their farm lane does not get converged by 4 people. Yes, you get the Tyrant here, but look at your top side.
I mean, this is why TT Global is also so smart, right? They make a fight at the top lane. They also put pressure on the bottom lane. The response from Ran, hang on.
No, it looks like Sunrise will just dash on out of that one. Staying alive, that's the biggest thing, but he's contesting and it's making it uncomfortable for AGAL.
It's a trade-off KPL team, right? It's about pulling attention away. What you're actually looking at is not the true objective here. They want something else off the map. If they get what's on the screen that you're watching, that's a perk. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter indeed. And look at Yino and Ran here, securing the bottom tower and instantly driving that set sail, sending Yino to another puddle of farm at the front clash lane here, making sure that this area gets the most gold.
Yep, the small actions do matter. Zoe does catch eyes on Joy, but he doesn't want to get him.
Yeah, but the mirror domain with that control, that should be enough, and it looks like he's got the shields and the flash away, and Joy surviving.
Ooh, almost an attempt here coming in from AG there, but they only expanded their ultimates here. On the side of TT Global, their Roma's common spell flash is on cooldown for the next 2 minutes.
My friends, these are the situations you need to pay attention to because they will present themselves frequently in high-tier, high-level gameplay, right? Making it out by the pixel of your health.
And exactly the case, right? Look at the goal lead right now. We talked about it. 5 minutes in, almost 6. Just a 1 kill differential here, but thanks to the objective take, the neutral objective securing coming in from AGAL, they're looking at a healthy 1,000 goal lead.
In fact, this 1,000 goal lead means they have probably stolen about 4 or 5 camps away from the side of TT Global. And 4 or 5 might not seem like a lot, but when you have that advantage now, AG might oblige. They might say, okay, we'll take a fight, and it all depends on Shrine. Who does he want to get his ultimate on?
Sunrise decides to go in, the Burning Sun arrow right on point, but they have the Silky Orb, they pull him away, and they get the connection, and they find Ron. But they're going to continue on, the mirror domain, Sunrise getting a little bit low, with that pickoff.
With that takeoff, and right now, if your jungler is down, once again, rinse and repeat, your jungle will be on fire right now.
They've got the first ram, Joy is still there, the Crimson Golem had been stolen away, but Joy in a bad spot, and Joy makes him pay.
But Ching looking for an opening, he might be caught in the middle though.
Yeah, Ching, he's going to go there, with the flash away, Crane tried to go for the Silky Orb, now gets the pull and gets the pick.
Oh, Crane with the crucial spells here.
Here's the mirror domain yet again, and they find him under tower, and Joy with that one, and now here's the set sail, gets the connection, and he goes right in, and Ron blows him up.
And this is a perfect initiation. Target Prio is very strong on the side of AGAL. Look, he even shifted the boat to go on the other member on the side of TT Global, and the rewards are well worth it.
Control right on point, and they're going to get the steal as well with those blades, and Sunrise is down for the count, 4 members.
That's a big killing spree to have, and Sheng, we talked about it, the Gun and Mo, a potential pick coming out from AGAL. Monstrous in yesterday's games, even more of a demon today.
This is AGAL's strong suit. You want to be fighting them in these key corners, and look at this right now. Yino, yes, forces the flash here, gotta give props to Crane here, landing the Silk Imprints, getting the kill here. But look at the re-engage here coming in from AGAL. Immediate jump here coming in from Stride and Zoe to secure 1 kill, and look at the boat here traveling immediately, landing on the Snowy here, and all members of TT Global were taken down.
Great comms, great coordination as well, and what does that do? It doubles up their lead. It's a 3,000 goal lead going to the side of AGAL. TT Global, they know they have to figure something out here.
The arrow goes wide here. It does not hit anyone here, but look at Ron. He's looking for engage.
Yeah, so he's going to go in. He goes for the mirror domain, finding Joy. Joy's just trying to stay alive. He's going to be picked, but the control is right on top of Sunrise, who has to dash away. The top T2 is taken out. Sunrise been picked as well, but it looks like Ron will trade his life away for that 2-for-1 trade.
They're too far behind. It is a 5,000 goal lead right now. TT Global, T3 under pressure. This should be a clean one from the side of AGAL, but there is more to obtain across the map.
More to obtain across the map here. Get the buffs, get the minion here. Look at the damage out here coming in from Zoe here. This is why he is so monstrous on this Jing. He is on fire.
Exactly. This is one of the strengths of Jing, right? You want to be able to find the appropriate target. And with the range, the extended reach that Zoe on this Jing has, there is no one on the side of TT Global he cannot touch.
And look at the gold chart right now. We talked about why does he do so much damage here? It's thanks to the gold here. Our boy Zoe from AGAL, he is farming money, almost 1,000 GPM.
Burning Sun arrow does connect, and doesn't have the orb though. And now Joey on the backside looking to go for the ambush, but Joey in a bad spot. He gets picked off. Snowy with that damage. The nice Tremor Smash on the 3, but TT Global are going to disengage now.
Game-saving play by Shuai. I'm not sure whether you noticed. He actually stopped Joy with his ultimate. If he had not stopped Joy, the backline of AGAL was going to be exposed, and that was a potential turnaround for TT Global.
I'm starting to understand more of why teams really prefer this floorborne tank pick, because look at this team fight right here. Yes, the arrow connects, Shuai stops the engage from coming in. Look at Zoe. He found a perfect backline here, but look at what the tank is doing. Floorborne tank, triple knockup, making sure that Zoe onto this Jing had no room for mechanic.
Exactly. I mean, Ching was close by. Ching needed to be in a better position. He was a little bit too late engaging in the fight. Joy was the one that engaged first. Unfortunately, stopped. And because of his positioning, Ching could not help the team.
That's exactly the case here. And look at the goal lead coming in from the side of AGL. Yes, the comfortable 3,000, but we are looking at the 10th minute mark, the shadow variant of these objectives here. We are looking at Snowy looking even more healthy as the game goes on.
Tyrant's right about to go down and wants to go in. The Burning Sun arrow will connect, but Joey already takes the Tyrant. That's the first one of the game, and now Ron on the backside. He's going to be running in. Joey in a bad spot. He does take out Snowy before he goes down. Now Joey trying to run away, but they do have the stuns. Those blades are just doing way too much damage, all under 3, but they're not getting the pick. Sunrise is still up in front, and now AG, they want Sunrise. They're trying to find him, and they're not able to catch him with those blades.
Just a little bit shy, but AGL, that was a win for them no matter the cost. They got Snowy down. That turnaround was not available. And once again, I have to highlight Ching. He is in such a difficult position. There is no one he can touch on the side of AG.
AG, I gotta tell you, their positioning is so crucial here. Look at what Shuai did here. Burning Sun arrow. He was using power control. He dodges it with the flasher. He fully utilized the power control here, and Zoe finding the perfect backline engage onto Snowy, the person on TT Global we talked about, the main damage output.
This is the choice, and right now, Ching under pressure.
Yeah, he's going to be running away. I think he's going to be just fine. Nope, he will not reforge blades. My bad. And here comes the boat, and that's not really required.
And the boat is going to be a scouting one. They're looking for that engage, because right now, they're trying to sneak it. That Overlord, Shadow Overlord, is going to be attempted by the side of TT Global. They will get it, but at the cost of pressure, flying down the mid lane.
Yeah, they want to cut off the angle of retreat. The first ram on 4, they're going to find Joy in a bad spot. He's going to go down. Shang's got that damage, and now the rest of TT Global on the retreat.
So much damage incoming in from AGAL there. That's a Liam Po we're talking about, and he got melted easily.
The Burning Sun arrow is going to connect with those blades, try to cover the retreat, but Sunrise goes in, gets the pick off, and he's going to walk away.
Okay, they buy themselves a lifeline, right? But this is a very short, very thin lifeline on the side of TT Global. Once again, the jungle is completely empty, barren for the side of TT Global. AGAL, they survive this, no problem. Maybe Sunrise can get that 8-7 seconds worth of Azure that's coming up.
Well, one thing's for sure, guys. We are looking at TT Global's win percentage here. It's not looking good, but they have to rely on Snowy here. He's already 3 items working towards Succubus Cloak here. If he can survive in these team fights, he's gonna be a big deal.
Also, take a look at the gold difference here. Zoe, number 1, a 3,000 gold advantage. But the player I want to talk about is Inwa. He already has the Savant's Wrath, the Void Staff. There's a lot of armor penetration, magic damage as well.
And look at the lead here coming in from TT. They know for a fact that they have the location here.
It's not going to be an easy one for the side of TT Global. They get one small win in the form of the mid T1. This opens up vision for the map. TT Global, they can start to aggress here. Maybe set up something against Zoe.
And look at the jungle that's coming in for the side of TT Global here. They know as of this point, they are strong. They have skill in towards the comfort zone that they truly require here. And look at this mid game here. I'm telling you, TT Global has it, but look at Shuai.
Shuai looking for that catch. He might be looking to go. He does have the connection, but Sunrise is going to be right in front. The orb is going to pull Ron in a bad spot. He's going to go down, and now with that stun, and here we go. Ching with that damage, and the blades, not enough to kill Sunrise, though.
They need to protect that T3 in the middle, though. Crane is going to make his attempt, but for now, it's looking like it's a little low. One more hit is going to do it. Oh, so right now, TT Global on knife's edge. They have to protect all the tier 3s with their lives.
But still, it's very good here coming in from TT Global here as a 4v5 here coming in towards the series here. We are looking at a Shadow Tyrant that's potentially be spawning soon, because right now, TT Global, you have a man's advantage.
Man's advantage is definitely very strong, and with this Shadow Tyrant, they need the Tyrant buff, they need to get the fight, but the T2 on the bottom being pushed in.
They're going to look to go for this one. The Tyrant is going to get a little bit low. They've got the connection, they've got the control, they do have the burst damage. damage. Sunrise, he just gets instantly deleted, and now Ching is on the run. But Snowy got the turrets. Joy is looking to go down as well, and they've gotten Yinua.
Okay, nice catch, but Snowy, he does the win. He will survive, gives his life, but it doesn't matter. Only one member on the side of AG is left. Shung, legendary. He is going to bring this game for AGAL.
But a quadra kill here coming in from Snowy though. The late game insurance we talked about coming in from TT Global here. And even though they lost the team fight, they still secured the Shadow Tyrant here.
Yeah, and Ching, he's going to have a good one of this.
And look at this team fight here. 4v5 incoming in from AGAL. Very good damage here, but look at the position of this whole Yi. He was untouched the entire team fight, and the supreme positioning. DPS nailed it, but a misplay here coming from Ron. Mistime the spell one, gets pulled in by Crane on the Shi.
AGAL play very well in setting up Shung, right? All of those couple blades dealing a lot of damage. But there's one trait that AGAL does the best, which is Ino and Shung never ever stand together. And that was the only time they stuck together where Snowy benefited off of that.
Exactly, but we gotta see one thing's for sure right now. 15 minutes on the clock here, 4,000 or 5,000 gold, healthy towards AGAL. But if we think about the late game scenario here, I gotta say TT Global is in a comfortable situation.
They've got the control, but they don't actually have enough damage. And Joy somehow barely staying alive, even in the mirror domain. They're not gonna get that pick off.
And T3's in the middle, now under pressure. Not gonna be taking too much damage, but TT Global, this is a window of opportunity. They can come back into this. Do they really want to try on the side of AG?
Oh, AG here, they are getting poked down extremely hard by the Overlord
They
here.
got the bolt. They go right into Sunrise with those Reforged Blades doing some work, but not enough damage onto Sunrise. He's just a tanky boy. And now they're going to look to kind of, again, have this Mexican standoff here.
Yeah, they can't take too much damage, right? This is a trait that you have to learn from the KPL Titans here. The stun,
They got the Burning Sun arrow. They find him, but Ron flashes away. He's going to get to safety, and now TT Global have to find somewhere else.
you see how they're avoiding the wave, right? They want to force them out into uncomfortable positions, get the numbers advantage.
And look at Zoe's position though. He's looking at this big flank coming in from behind here. He's potentially found himself some members of
Control, they have
TT.
it with that Burning Sun arrow. So he's going to be right there on top. And now Sunrise is on the run. They've already gotten Joy and Zoe trying to get to the back line, but Yinua does fall as well.
Yeah, they haven't got Ching just yet. He is that potential turnaround. Sunrise is still alive. He does have his smite. Potential skill on the way.
Snowy takes that one with that Overlord, and now Sunrise taking some damage. Snowy with that crucial initiate was a nice one for him.
Okay, it's a good trade, right? They give Joy's life, but they take out Ino. Yes, they did lose kind of that Shadow Overlord, so there is a little bit of breathing space for AGAL. But with the state of the game, TT Global definitely back having a chance.
They're definitely having a chance here, and all these team fights, we are looking at TT Global having much more control compared to 10 minutes before. And as of this point here, look at the match state.
Ching looking to go in. He's going to get on his boat, and they're going to get on out of there. But they find, it looks like they're about to knock up onto Choi. He's in a bad spot. He's going to be picked off.
That's not a great situation. They don't have the suppression anymore. TT Global, this is a good chance to take control of the map with the Shadow Tyrant coming up in about 6 seconds. If they have this, TT Global, they can fight.
They can fight, and they are winning all these pickoffs here. Snowy, we talk about this whole pick here. Look at the gold chart here. He's scaled into fruition, and right now, he's on the driver's seat, the main guy to lead TT Global on this game too.
We talked about the ability to buy time, and time has been bought. Snowy now, 13,000. He is 6 slotted with the Sun Chaser as well. Once we hit that 20-minute mark, he will have access to Sun Pool, the Tempest item, to extend his range like crazy.
But look at Zoe here. He knows for a fact that he is the one to really take down Snowy in the backline here. So he has to find these flank angles here. And look at the positioning coming in from Zoe and team.
There is no information. TT Global are hiding in the shadows. Zoe, he's hunting.
Oh, he finds him. He finds Snowy. He tries to flash away, but that's going to be Sage's Sanctuary. Reinforcements are on the way, but at what cost? Zoe actually with the turnaround. He's going to go down with the Sage's Sanctuary. Oh, no. It looks like he's going to get killed first. And now the boat just connected. Ron might have been going into a suicide mission. He's going to be picked off as well.
AG, they messed up. And this is the turnaround that TT Global have been looking for. They will try and secure this Azure buff for themselves. Shung, he is a lifeline. Once he's taken down, TT Global will take over.
Snowy played that so tremendously well, making sure that he stalled enough time for the cavalry of TT Global to assist him. Look at Crane though, flashing in, forces the flash out of strike here. 15 seconds on the clock. Wave clear is looking good for the side of AG there. Back onto our point for TT though.
They're gonna reset everything. TT Global, they have lasted this long, less than a minute away from the Tempest Dragon. Friends and fans of HOK, we are going to that final showdown.
Tempest Dragon will be shortly spawned onto the Hero Scorch here. Both teams here, as of this point, goal lead is nothing as of this minute now. We are looking at how these two KPL giants formulate around this major objective.
I want to point you guys in the direction of Joy. He was having a horrible game, 1-5 and 11. A lot of assists, but he gave a lot of kills as well. Now, fully recovered. TT Global playing the game as a team. And with this survival chance, can they take the Tempest? Or more importantly, can they take down Sheng?
We gotta see how they formulate around it because waves will be excruciatingly important as it will lead to backdoors of the minions. And look at TT Global. They have started Tempest Dragon. Where is AGAL?
Completely blind. TT Global, they had to look for information on the map. Zoe, he's pushing the lanes on the top as well. They want to push them back. It's not about the fight, it's about wave management. What options do you have to explore if you're on the side of TT Global? There is an open wound on the middle, and right now the top is being pushed as well.
And that top tier 3 might be just going down here. They sound the alarm here. Set Sail is looking for a target here. Zoe dancing at knife's edge, barely getting hit by the Burning Sun arrow.
Yeah, but the Tempest Dragon, it's about half-life. This is going to be the potential one. Joey looking to go in with that Tremor Smash, trying to get in, but Joey actually gets the Tempest, and Shang with that passive just barely staying alive, but Joey's going to be killed. Ching is going to use his Sage's Sanctuary. Sunrise still up in front. He's trying to work on the Shuai just to take him down, but Snowy has to flash away. He's going to back off, but he's going to get focused down. Try to kite out Ron with that pull, and it looks like TT Global with a 4-1 advantage continuing on. They want to go for Yinua, and they will get the ace.
They survived, but it's not over yet. TT Global, all they need to do is to protect that wave. Coming down that middle, there is one more. Sunrise leads the charge for TT Global. They get rid of this Tempest Vanguard. Can they go for the win? The wave is crashing in. TT Global, they're doing it. They are coming back. Game number 2, 1-1.
Game 2 goes over to TT Global. Snowy and Sunrise were pivotal in making this comeback come to life here.
Beautiful game, right? If you're